I've been playing the Hardline beta the past couple of days and it's safe to say I've not been massively impressed. In the beta there are 3 modes: Heist, Hotwire and Conquest. To start, there's 4 classes to play: Operator, Mechanic, Enforcer and Professional. These are just the Assault, Engineer, Support and Sniper from Battlefield, all of which play uniquely and have their own strengths and weaknesses. Heist was the first mode I tried, and it's an objective based game type, whereas the Crooks you have to break into a vault and escape with the loot and the police have to stop them. This game type feels really similar to Capture the Flag, but the map in the beta and the player count in this mode don't really mix that well at all. It becomes really chaotic and spawn killing was really common in the games that I played. Either the map needs to be bigger or the player count should be decreased. What became apparent really quickly to me is that it didn't feel like a cops and robbers game at all, despite it being advertised as such. The bank is already broken into apart from the vault, there's no civilians present, so no hostage management or driving away in a getaway car for some car chase action. It's just grab the loot and take it to a point on the map for the chopper to collect it, then repeat. My other problem with this mode is that the majority of people I played with didn't play for the objective at all. Most of the people just run around aimlessly trying to get kills. Now, is this the game's fault? Yeah, because you're not rewarded enough for playing for the objective. In Heist, at the end of the game it displays your kill-death ratio and everyone else's, and that puts more emphasis on that instead of the objective. Personally, I think Heist mode would benefit from having 1 life per round, similar to Counter-Strike. I think this would make the game a lot more exciting and would eliminate all the spawn killing and aimless wandering around. And I did find it weird in this mode that the police and crooks have an almost inexhaustible supply of manpower. After a lot of games of Heist, I tried out Hotwire, which is where the game fares a little better. The objective here is to get into marked cars and drive fast around the map to capture them, whilst destroying the other teams in their captured cars. But this mode really isn't perfect either. Despite this being advertised as the fastest Battlefield game ever, the cars really don't feel fast. I found the handling okay though. There are a few car types. There's vans and lorries which are slower but can take a beating, and there's faster cars which are more vulnerable. Plus the bigger cars can hold more passengers, so you have more people gunning out of the windows and back doors if you're in a van. So it creates a nice toss-up between speed and durability. There's 2 maps in this mode. The first one is far too small. You can't really do any creative driving. About the only thing you can do is drive around in circles and get your squad to fire their grenade launchers out the window like everyone else. The map is also really empty. There's not so many obstacles for you to avoid, and again there's no civilian presence despite the map being in a city. You can't tell me that they evacuated an entire city because some cops are having a car chase with some crooks. And obviously the last mode is Conquest. If you've played a Battlefield game, you know what this is, so I won't waste time. But in this mode, you control points on the map for points. The map is large and there's plenty of vehicles to use, so if you want large open warfare, this mode's for you. Now, your progression is tied to all of these modes. You earn a cash reward for kills and objectives, along with XP for the class you're playing. And cash purchases weapons and battle packs, which give you random attachments, patches and paint jobs. The cash system is just a little bit too grindy. Some weapons cost a little bit too much, so it'd be nice to see the prices of some things trimmed down a bit. Now, I've been harsh on the beta, but it's not without its good points. The gunplay in this is better than any other Battlefield I've played, and I felt it was quite well balanced as well. None of the guns felt overpowered except for the grenade launcher, which the mechanic has access to straight away. Also, Hotwire on the larger map really comes alive, but I wouldn't pay full price for this game for 1 mode. And the game plays fine. All of the elements work well with no bugs or frame rate dips for me, but the game is just nowhere near what was promoted. It feels a lot more like a standard Battlefield game than a cops and robbers game. So based on this beta, I'm not going to recommend it at full price at all, unless the single player is going to be something special, which we all know it's not going to be. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed what I did here, please don't hesitate to leave a like, and if you're feeling extra saucy, please subscribe. I've got 2 other videos for you here. On the right is my top 10 games of 2014, and on the left is my Silent Hill retrospective. Enjoy.